let's talk about Prime Monkey Imperial Ember. This is their original creation. Let's check it out. So here's their box. Black shine has like this fur of a gorilla and a feeling. You have the logos of Prime Monkeys over here and a sticker of authenticity in the back. When you open the box, this is where your bottle will sit. It will sit in this silk na cutout. As for the bottle, it comes in this blue Chanel design with the transparent gradient finish. And obviously, it comes in a metal plate. The caps are magnetic and the atomizer is pressurized. Really good. So before we start, let's tackle the notes of Imperial Ember. The notes listed with Imperial Ember are coffee puck, Olibanum, Cedar wood, Vetiver, Ambergris, and Patchouli. Upon testing Imperial Ember, this fragrance is very linear and doesn't have complexity. Like from the second you spray it on, it doesn't transition even on the deep dry down. So what you'll get from Imperial Ember is this dry, warm, and smoky earthy feeling with fresh spices, incense, and on top of that, it also has this fiery and airy nuance into the fragrance. The core of this fragrance, Imperial Amber, is the olibanum or the incense, and the earthy notes like patchouli, cedarwood, and vetiver. And the string or the glue here on the fragrance is the ambergris. The ambergris smoothen the overall blend. By the way, I know you're thinking, melon coffee is a note breakdown. But this is not a coffee fragrance. You will get zero resemblance to coffee here. In my opinion, the coffee pack here gives it that fiery feeling which I get from the fragrance. This fragrance, Imperial Amber, doesn't remind you of anything. Rather, this fragrance depicts a person who has found their inner peace, a person who is in control of their thoughts, emotions, and decisions. It's a scent of someone who has not only faced their internal storms, but has meticulously weathered them, achieving a state of complete calm and clarity. I'll be honest, when I was first reviewing or studying the scent of Imperial Amber, I didn't really understand the message or the interpretation behind it. I initially thought it was inspired by a place, a certain scent, or something along those lines. But when I started thinking outside the box, I realized, what if it's trying to convey an emotion or tell a deeper meaning, maybe more of a personal story? That's when I decided to reach out Servin to ask about his motivation or the meaning behind Imperial Ember. That's when I found out the true message that is being conveyed with Imperial Ember. The message being conveyed by Imperial Ember is about finding inner peace and tranquility. To help you visualize it better, imagine standing at the top of a mountain overlooking a foggy forest below. You're in stillness, meditating, or reflection on your actions. That is the closest way I can describe what Imperial Ember smells like or represents. I'll be honest, I've had some troubles understanding the scent, like I've said earlier, because sometimes I'm a person who is persuaded by emotions. He also mentioned just avoiding conflict, focusing on yourself, reflecting on your mistakes, finding your true self, inner peace, and tranquility. I really love the message behind Imperial Amber. This shows that fragrances isn't all about scent, molecules, notes, or etc. But fragrances also tells a story or maybe a message behind it, or it depends on the perfumer is he trying to convey. So now let's talk about Imperial Amber's performance. It lasted 8 to 9 hours on skin with more than a day on clothes. It projects above average to strong for 2 hours. My experience may vary to yours. Now let's talk about its suitability. Imperial Amber is pretty versatile in my opinion, but I suggest not wearing this fragrance on close contact encounters or commuting. There is a possibility you can offend someone with the scent since it's pretty strong. My suggestion would be to lower the sprays or spray responsibly when wearing this fragrance. Though Imperial Amber can work at the office, school, and on a quick errand. But this fragrance is more suited at formal events, date nights, or night outs. In conclusion, if you want a fragrance that dissips or interpret tranquility, peace, and serenity in a bottle, then I highly suggest checking out Imperial Ember. Although, before we end, I would like to add that Imperial is a limited edition release and won't be restocking anytime soon. I asked about Servant about this, and this being available on TikTok shop. Though, if you're interested in buying this fragrance, it will be only available exclusively at their headquarters at Marikina. Thank you again, Servin Mark, for letting me witness your craft. This is truly amazing, not just by the scent and the message being conveyed, but this fragrance definitely changed the way I think recently. Sometimes, we shouldn't be persuaded with our emotions, and we should also reflect sa mga ginawa natin. This may be an off topic, but you, if you're still watching, I highly suggest every now and then try to maybe reflect on your actions, meditate, or look back sa mga ginawa mo. And obviously, you have to appreciate the little things you have as well. Don't purely act on emotions and be persuaded by emotions, because our biggest enemy is ourselves. Thank you for watching my review of Imperial Ember by Prime Monkey. Yan Len out.